What's up, everybody? So let me turn off this Sunday Night Football. Looks like Cowboys are making a comeback. They just scored a touchdown. So I think they're losing by like 2 points now. Or maybe, I don't know what they were down by. I think 10. So now they're losing by 7 points. I don't know, 3 points. They just scored 7, so they're down by 3. So maybe the Cowboys will make a comeback. I still think they're going to win this game. This video you're watching and checking out is my Ring of Honor. I thought I'd do a predictions for the next Ring of Honor pay-per-view. ROH has a pay-per-view this Friday night, September 18th, this Friday on pay-per-view. Ring of Honor's on pay-per-view 2 days before WWE Night of Champions. And I will be doing a Night of Champions predictions video probably by Wednesday. I'll probably do it and put it up on my channel. Anyways, Ring of Honor. These are my ROH All-Star Extravaganza predictions for this Friday, September 18th is the Ring of Honor pay-per-view All-Star Extravaganza. Up first, I'm going to predict, it could be the first match of the pay-per-view, or maybe it won't be. But I'm going to predict it first. The Briscoes, I went to 2 different websites to try to get all the matches on the pay-per-view that I've written down on this piece of paper. Anyways, 2 different sites had Jay Briscoe in 2 different matches. So I didn't know which one to believe. So the ROHWrestling.com had the Briscoes in a tag team match against a mystery tag team. It's an open challenge tag team match. The Briscoes are challenging any tag team to an open challenge. So that was on the Ring of Honor website. So I guess I'll believe that. I'll believe the Ring of Honor site over this other wrestling site where I saw the cards. And they were basically the same except for the wrestling site and ringofhonor.com, or ringofhonorwrestling.com, I think is the name of the ROH site. They both had a couple different matches listed for All-Star Extravaganza. Try to say that 3 times fast. All-Star Extravaganza. It wouldn't be easy. Anyways, I don't think the wrestling site had Jay Briscoe versus Adam Page in a no-holds-barred match. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the Briscoes are going to be in a tag match against a mystery team because it's an open challenge tag team matchup. So the Briscoes will take on, and they are challenging any team probably from any organization. It'll probably be a team from New Japan Pro Wrestling. So the Briscoes take on a mystery team. I'm going to say the mystery team wins. I predict the mystery team will defeat the Briscoes. Match number 3. Up next, I'm going to talk about the best of 5 series that has been going on between ACH and Matt Sydal. This is match number 3 of the best of 5. ACH against Matt Sydal. They were former tag team partners, I believe. And they broke up, so they're no longer tag team partners. I'm going to go with Matt Sydal. In this one, Matt Sydal will win match number 3 of the best of 5. And I don't think Adam Page is going to take on Jay Briscoe in a no-holds-barred match, but if he does, I predict that Jay Briscoe will defeat Adam Page. Up next, Dalton Castle takes on Silas Young. They've been feuding for probably over a month or 2 months on ROH television if you watch ROH TV on Destination America, or it's syndicated all over the country, usually on weekends. ROH is on weekends in some cities. In some states it's on weekends, usually on the CW channel or my network channel. Some channel that's called My Network. Anyways, if you don't get ROH on the weekends, you could get it on the channel Destination America if you get Destination America. That's how you can see Ring of Honor television. You can also go to Ring of Honor, ROHWrestling.com to get their TV show on the internet to watch. So Dalton Castle against Silas Young. If Silas Young loses, he must become one of Dalton Castle's boys. If Silas Young wins, as I said, if Silas Young loses, he must become one of his boys. If Silas Young wins, Dalton Castle must give up his boys to Silas Young. I predict Dalton Castle will defeat Silas Young. Up next is no disqualification, no DQ. Moose takes on Cedric Alexander. They've been feuding for a while. Cedric Alexander, I believe, was a tag partner of Moose's, maybe at the last pay-per-view when he turned on him. Or they were in a triple threat, I think, or a four-way match, and Cedric Alexander turned on Moose, hit him with a wrench in the head, or with whatever it was. I think it was a wrench. He hit him in the head with it and turned on him. And Cedric Alexander is with Veda Scott. You know who she is if you watch ROH. And Moose is with his manager. I forget the guy's name, but I do not forget who Veda Scott is because she's hot. I predict Moose will defeat Cedric Alexander. So Moose is going to go over. I'm pretty sure Moose will win. Up next is the Ring of Honor ROH Tag Team Title match. Tag titles on the line. The Addiction taking on the Kingdom. The Kingdom will be with Maria, as always. They are with Maria, and she always comes out with the Kingdom. The First Lady of ROH. They call her that, but I don't think Maria was not around when she wasn't one of the first ladies to work in Ring of Honor, because there were many before Maria, but whatever. That's her gimmick name for herself. The First Lady of ROH is Maria right now. I predict the Kingdom will win the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships live at All-Star Extravaganza on pay-per-view. The Kingdom will become the new Tag Team Champions. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I don't really care if I'm wrong. Up next, I'm pretty sure this will happen on pay-per-view. If it doesn't, I apologize. Four-way match. Winner gets a ROH Future World title shot. Four-way match. I think it's called Four Corners Survival. As I said, the winner gets a future Ring of Honor World Heavyweight title shot. It's AJ Styles versus Roderick Strong versus Adam Cole versus Michael Elgin, or however you say his name, Elgin, whatever. It's not important. You know who he is. I predict AJ Styles will win the Four Corners Survival match and get a future title shot. So my prediction is AJ Styles. I don't know if he's still under contract to New Japan Pro Wrestling. I know he signed a 1-year deal. He's making a lot of money. So I'm sure he's still under contract to New Japan, but he could work Ring of Honor, so maybe he'll get a title, he'll win, get a title shot, and possibly I could see AJ Styles defeating Jay Lethal in the future and becoming the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. I could definitely see AJ Styles becoming the World Heavyweight Champion in Ring of Honor later on this year. or maybe early in 2016 he would win it. So AJ wins a 4-corner survival. Up next is for the Ring of Honor Television Championship. Jay Lethal has double duty on this pay-per-view. He's wrestling twice and he's defending both championships. And isn't it funny how Jay Lethal won the TV title, I believe at the last pay-per-view. I mean, Jay Lethal won the Ring of Honor World title from Jay Briscoe, and Lethal already had the TV title. He's had it for probably 2 years, and now he's Ring of Honor World Champion. So isn't it funny how Jay Lethal won the ROH World title, I believe at the last pay-per-view was in June or July. I think it was in July. It was, I think it was called Best in the World. Anyways, Jay Lethal won it, so he has 2 belts. He still has his 2 belts. And he's wrestling twice at All-Star Extravaganza, defending his 2 titles in Ring of Honor. Look at, in WWE, Seth Rollins. He just won the U.S. title at SummerSlam. He has 2 belts, and he's defending his 2 belts. Two nights later, at Night of Champions, Seth Rollins will be doing the exact same thing as Jay Lethal, wrestling in 2 matches on a pay-per-view and defending 2 titles, because Lethal and Rollins are both double champions, ladies and gentlemen. So that's pretty similar. I don't know if WWE copied Ring of Honor and thought, let's give Seth Rollins 2 titles because Jay Lethal has 2 titles. I don't think they really copied them, but maybe they did. But it doesn't really matter. Who cares? I'm just saying Lethal is a double champion and Rollins is a double champion. And they are both great talents and great workers, and they're both wrestling twice on pay-per-view. Lethal is on Friday. Rollins is on Sunday night. TV title on the line. Jay Lethal defending the Ring of Honor television title against Red Dragon member Bobby Fish. I predict that Bobby Fish will win the ROH TV title. So Bobby Fish will become the new Ring of Honor TV champion. I don't see Jay Lethal winning both of his matches at All-Star Extravaganza. I just do not see Lethal winning both matches and retaining both belts. If he did, that'd be amazing. More props to him, more respect to him. If he does retain both titles, good for him. But I think Lethal should at least give up the TV title and not lose the world title. So I predict, as I said, Bobby Fish will win the TV title. And I think Lethal should hold on to the Ring of Honor world title for a while. Now, after the TV title match, I don't think the main event will take place after the TV title match. I'll probably have Lethal defend the TV title early on in the show because he has to wrestle again in the main event. Main event is for the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship. Jay Lethal again defends one of his titles. And if you don't watch Ring of Honor, well, I just told you Jay Lethal is a double champion in Ring of Honor. He won the world title at their last pay-per-view event against Jay Briscoe, defeating Jay Briscoe in a very good match, if you didn't see it. So Jay Lethal is defending the world title now. I predict Jay Lethal will retain and win and retain the world title. And he's going up against other Red Dragon member Kyle O'Reilly. So I predict Jay Lethal will retain the world title, defend it and retain, and he'll defend the TV title, but he'll lose it. I'll go over my predictions one more time. Jay Lethal retains the world title. Jay Lethal loses a TV title to Bobby Fish. AJ Styles wins a 4-corner survival match. ROH tag title match. the Addiction versus the Kingdom. The Kingdom will win the tag titles. No DQ. Moose will defeat Cedric Alexander. I'm a big fan of Moose. The guy is a future megastar in the business. If WWE signs him, he can become a big star. So Moose defeats Cedric Alexander. Dalton Castle against Silas Young. I predict Dalton Castle. Up next, match number 3 of the best of 5. ACH versus Matt Sydal. I predicted Matt Sydal. In the Briscoes, in the open challenge tag team matchup, the Briscoes against a mystery team to be named at the pay-per-view. I predict the mystery team will win. In the pay-per-view is Ring of Honor All-Star Extravaganza this Friday night, September 18th on pay-per-view. If you're not going to order it, I don't know, go to a friend's house, and if your friend's ordering it, go to your friend's house and watch the pay-per-view because it will be very good. If you're a fan of straight up pure wrestling, then order ROH All-Star Extravaganza because they will put on great wrestling. They don't have, they're not full of storylines like WWE and TNA. Ring of Honor is for straight up pure pro wrestling fans that love pro wrestling. So then you should want to watch Ring of Honor if you love pro wrestling. Again, Ring of Honor All-Star Extravaganza is September 18th, this Friday on pay-per-view. I will be watching and live tweeting it on my Twitter at TNA WWE Guy. I was thinking about changing my Twitter handle today, but I did not, and I'm not gonna. Maybe I probably will if TNA gets kicked off of Destination America. Then I'll probably change my Twitter handle because they won't have a TV deal in the United States, and then they'll be basically screwed big time. Anyways, I'll change my Twitter handle if TNA doesn't get a TV deal in the United States. Then I'll change it. But I'm not gonna, I decided I am not gonna change my Twitter handle that is at TNA WWE Guy. I'm sure none of you care about this, but I'm just saying. I'm not gonna change it, at least not now. But I may in the future. I already got a future name I already got that I'll make is my new Twitter handle name. So that's my Ring of Honor All-Star Extravaganza pay-per-view predictions. The show is this Friday night, September 18th. It's 2 nights before Night of Champions, and I'll be live tweeting and watching Night of Champions also, and I'll be live tweeting Ring of Honor All-Star Extravaganza. If you watch it, enjoy the show. I'm sure it's going to be a great wrestling show as always because ROH always delivers great pro wrestling shows, especially on pay-per-view. So enjoy ROH All-Star Extravaganza. If you're watching it, I'll be back and I'll do a review on Ring of Honor All-Star Extravaganza after the pay-per-view. I will do a review on the show. Probably put it up on my channel probably on Saturday or Sunday. Hope you enjoyed this video, my Ring of Honor All-Star Extravaganza predictions. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did not, I don't care. Bye for now, everybody.